An 8-year-old boy is in the hospital this morning after being shot in a drive-by overnight.
Yeah, kid should feel safest at its home, but in this case, a bullet went through his home during a barrage of gunfire that was picked up on a Ring doorbell camera. Fox News' Veronica Meadows joins us live outside of Children's Hospital as police search for the shooters. Veronica, bring us up to speed on this.
Yeah, Brandon, good morning to both you and Liz as well. Well, the good news in this, that boy recovering at Children's Hospital. We are told he's expected to be okay. Very scary situation for him. He was shot in the arm this morning while he was sleeping inside his home. That's when Detroit police say a bullet came flying into the apartment he was in. Again, thankfully, he's expected to be okay. And the gunfire, the sounds of that gunfire were all caught on camera. Take a look. A Ring doorbell camera captured what sounds like a barrage of gunfire early Friday morning. These are the sounds of a shootout Detroit police say led to an innocent boy getting shot in the arm. The boy's aunt says thankfully he'll recover.
He's pretty friendly. He's outgoing. He rides his bike over here. A lot of the kids play together. We have girls and boys over here. It's really kid-friendly.
Shell casings down the street marked the spot where Detroit police believe a disagreement led to people in two vehicles shooting at each other. This happened near Mack and Beaubien, close to Midtown.
So unfortunate that we see people handling arguments or disputes in a manner in which gun violence is a part of that, and an unfortunate victim that is not related to the incident ends up being shot. You know, we just hate to see this happen in the community.
Police believe the shootout made its way close to the boy's home. That's when police say a bullet went into the 8-year-old's bedroom, striking him in the arm.
We just ask people to come forward if they have any information, and again, they can go through our Crime Stoppers unit and provide that information. They'll remain anonymous, and that way it'll help us with this investigation and hopefully get closure.
Now the aunt says she's filled with relief, knowing the boy's injuries weren't worse.
I'm happy that he'll be okay.
It's a blessing.
It's a blessing.
That family certainly relieved this morning. Meanwhile, Detroit police say their investigation is just beginning. Right now, they're working on figuring out a motive behind the shooting, behind the argument, and also they are working to gather more information to put together an idea of who may be responsible for this. In all, Detroit police say at least 10 gunshots rang out in that area of Detroit near Midtown this morning. Brandon, we'll send it back to you.
Veronica, this is an unbelievable and terrible situation. We are glad to hear that this young kid will physically be okay. But as for this investigation, what kind of gun are police saying was used here?
Yeah, Brandon, you know, you brought up a good point. Physically, he will be okay. I talked to the boy's aunt, asked her if she was worried about any possible psychological trauma that he could carry from here. She did acknowledge that could be very possible, as can often happen with so many victims of gun violence. Now, when we turn to the specific weapon that police believe may be involved in this, right now, police believe that could be some kind of rifle type gun.
Veronica, I know you've covered a lot of difficult stories this week, but we appreciate your reporting. Thank you so much, and have a good weekend. Liz.
Alrighty, thank you, Brennan. We move on to this story this morning. A breaking Detroit police investigating 2 suspicious deaths in separate scenes, but get this, both on the same street. Taking you now over to Detroit's east side. That's where someone called 911 after a body was discovered in a bag. This all in the 11,000 block of Maiden near Connor. The disturbing discovery happening at around 6:15 this morning. So far, up to date, Detroit police have not released any additional information. This investigation continues.
And then how about this? A short time later on the same street, police discover a body of a man who was found inside a home. This happened a short distance away from that first scene that Liz talked about. About an hour later, police say that the body of an elderly man was found inside a home in the 13,000 block of Maiden. It's unclear if the man was seeking shelter inside the home or if he actually lived there. The home is overgrown heavily, and Detroit police confirm that the 2 cases are not related. Stay with Fox 2 for updates on air and online.
We do not condone this BS right here. We cannot wait until it's our granddaughter, until it's our child to get involved. We must unite from this moment on.
You can feel it. That is what pain, outrage, frustration, and frankly, what residents who are fed up sound like here in the city of Detroit after the body of 2-year-old Winter Cole Smith is found in the city. Hundreds gathering in Detroit, Brandon. And this is heartbreaking. This has been really hard for all of us to cover, and most certainly for the city as we continue to mourn and pray for what really is an unthinkable and unfathomable tragedy.
Yeah, it's been a tough week for everybody, and people just need an outlet. And that's what this visual was for. It was to honor the life of 2-year-old Winter Smith. And the crowd is calling for change. Fox News' Dave Kinchin has more from this emotional event.
This is not us. This is not us. This is not black people. This is not Detroit.
Raw grief and outrage on Detroit's east side as community groups come together for an emotional vigil honoring little Winter Cole Smith of Lansing.
What's her name? What's her name? Who's baby? Who's baby?
The precious 2-year-old's body was discovered in a nearby alley by Irwin Street after an exhaustive 3-day search. Winter went missing after suspect Rashad Trice waged a violent stabbing attack against her mother, according to investigators. Law enforcement pinged his cell phone and tracked his drive to Metro Detroit, eventually being led to this spot.
Let me let you know this. It is a fact. Evil transcends all color lines. You never know when evil may show up. Right. You may be living with evil. There's been too many of these, Detroit. Yes. I'm sick of seeing it. Yes. Black men. Yes. I'm sick of seeing it. Yes. It's time for us to step up and take back this village.
Balloons, teddy bears, and symbols of love mark the very same spot where just 24 hours before, the FBI joined Detroit police in launching a massive crime scene as the most feared possibility came true. A family's desperate cling to hope crashing down into stunning sadness. Winter's aunt told the crowd how much the outpouring of love means to them.
And on behalf of the family of Winter Cole Smith, we would like to thank every one of you. Each and every one of you, every friend, every family member, every organization, everyone that's standing here today, we'd like to thank you. We're so grateful for all of your support. We're so grateful for all of your love, your condolences.
That's why my heart is filled with praise. There were songs of praise and then a release of balloons into the heavens as so many still ponder the big question, why?
They're killing women, you know, because they don't want to be with you. I mean, they doing things like this, you know, killing the babies just to torture the mother. When does it end?
That was Fox News' Dave Kinchin reporting. Now, for days, the family of Winter Cole Smith held out hope that she would be alive. Well, meanwhile, the suspect in this case, 26-year-old Rashad Trice, he could be arraigned for murder as early as today. He is already facing several felonies in Ingham and Macomb counties related to the kidnapping and the alleged assault on Winter's mother and crashing into the police during this manhunt.
Why me? Like, why? I'm angry that she's gone. I'm angry she had to deal with that. I'm sad I didn't get to see her. I'm sad I don't get to be with her. I'm sad I wasn't here for her.
How could somebody harm a little child? Like, how could you see yourself, like, on top of a child or hurting a child or whatever he did to her? We don't know, but he killed her, and we don't know how he did it. But how can you, like, just fight a kid? You know what I'm saying?
That was Winter's grandmother, and before that, that was Winter's father. The family of Winter Smith will hold another vigil tonight in the same area. Many of the same community leaders, politicians, and activists plan to attend. We will be there as well. It starts at 6 p.m.
Yeah, definitely very, very sad. We move now near Holland on the west side of the state. A deadly fireworks incident has been ruled an accident. Now, this is all according to the Ottawa County Sheriff's Office. 41-year-old Jana Daniels was killed by shrapnel that cut into her heart. What caused the explosion is still being investigated. However, the Sheriff's Office says that the device involved was not a commercially available firework and was not actually intended to be set off at all. 9 other people who were hurt in that very explosion have since been treated and now released from the hospital.